second, everybody. There's gonna be 2 of me if I don't fix this. LOL. 2 of me. Alright, there we go. Don't worry, you'll see my face in a second again. But welcome, everybody. Welcome back. And let the intro commence. It's the best I could do on these Share Factory things. I keep changing it, though. I found out how to use it better. Welcome, welcome, everybody. Welcome back. It says subscribe to nothing. I don't put my name in there anyways. It's more for just the flashiness of it.
Miss Kitty must have got out.
I'm good.
I'm gonna walk up there.
Okay, I'll talk to you. Alright. There we go. I think we're good. Yeet! I have been staring at a black hole for 6 hours. That's crazy. Alright, let's, I don't know how. Where you been in space, ceiling? There we go. And boom! Full screen! Full screen! 1 second, hold on. Okay. 1 second. What'd you say? There we go.
You keep you on full screen?
Because, I had to mess with it. It was being dumb. Then it went into full screen, then it got froze, and then I had to redo it. That's why you saw me pressing this. Also, another new blue controller, everybody. The last one I got was garbage. I had to get... No, I didn't get the red one. It wasn't the color, it was where I got it from. I bought it from the big mart itself, which I should have known better. I should have known better. And then it turned out, oh, it's brand new, yet it has a stick drift in it. More than you could imagine. Y'all saw what it would do to me in Stardew Valley. It's so much easier to play Stardew Valley now. But also, welcome everybody. James, Sealy, and Bacon. I went into Fortnite thinking I will see a new map and event, but nah, they're straight up showed a black hole for 6 hours. Oh, okay. I had no idea, bro. Yeah, why are you playing Fortnite? Why are you playing that bad game? What are you doing on that horrible game? No, I'm just kidding. Our dream has come true, Odd Boy says. Fortnite is dead. I wish it was. But I think the black hole, now everybody talking about that black hole is just a meme more than likely. There's no such thing as dead Fortnite, sadly. Only in my dreams. Only in my dreams does that game not exist. Oh, welcome Raven Guard. Welcome, welcome. Everybody's here. Welcome, welcome everybody. Welcome back. To me and Goku. Also James. Sorry, I'm wearing my Goku shirt.
Yeah, the Goku and that guy over there.
Yeah, when I need the Super Saiyan power, I wear my Goku shirt. The black hole is because Epic Games is having issues and messed up something as usual. That's hilarious. Considering everything that's been going on in the gaming world right now, I don't doubt it. It needs to die, but Epic Games support. Yeah, that's true. Epic Games at least isn't like Blizzard in this case. It's funny when it gets to that point where now you've got certain companies that are like, okay, well you've got EA. EA's pretty bad. But then Epic made EA kind of look pretty good. And now Blizzard made Epic look real good. So it's like, once again, if I had a palm right here, if I had a hand right here, it'd be in my face. Best thing I can do is this. Just put my headset on my face. Because I don't have palms. And my feet do not reach.
I found it and fixed it.
I thought you said I found it. A way for you to face palm.
I mean, right by a blow up doll.
Oh my god. Yeah. Oh.
Vagina not included.
Yeah, that's what he was talking about, Celia. He's what he's saying. Epic messed up the servers, and the black hole represents the servers being down. LOL. Average. Oh, yo, Farce here. Welcome. Sorry, I'm a little slow right now. Well, Fortnite will be back shortly. Yeah, it always comes back. That's the problem. It's like a bad xenomorph infection. Unless you get rid of all of it, it's always gonna come back.
I can't have that view and those at the same time.
What? Are you talking about your Minecraft?
Yeah.
The Minecraft.
Because I've got one side done.
So that's a good game. That's a game worth everyone's time. Minecraft.
Yeah.
Everyone should just get off Fortnite and go back to Minecraft. It's still not. It's gotten better. It's never been defeated. Still one of the best open world games there is, with being voxel graphics. LOL. So yeah, just. What are you saying, James?
Minecraft came back, so I think it was like when Jack played it, then everyone else played it, because it's like.
Well, no.
Yeah, Minecraft.
Actually, no, it was coming back before then. I think the, what is their names? The big guys. The ones that, Twal told me about. I'm subscribed to them, but I can't remember their names for the life of me. No. Ew. No. They're like Minecraft YouTubers. Like, they've been doing it forever. But he showed me them, and I think they did a recent series. They revitalized it after a long time. And I think that's kind of what triggered it all. And then after that, boom. Everywhere. Everyone. Everybody. Well, not everybody, but a lot of original big people, and then new big people picked it up as well. And then, of course, I started it just because I used to play it back when it was bare bones. When there was.
I still played it. I never stopped playing it.
Yeah, see, I got out of it for a while because I had done so much in the original version before there was any awesome new updates, before anything had changed. This is before the Ender Dragon existed, by the way, just to let you know how far back. and then I played it again on PS3 when the Ender Dragon. I think the Ender Dragon existed for PS3. I don't remember. I know I had played it on PC first. Then I had played it because I played it at a friend's house. Then I played it on PS3 mainly for myself for quite a while. I just don't remember what was in it back then. I know it was also barely anything. And then after I played myself to death on that game, I originally just quit out of it for so long, and then now I'm back with it being insanely different, and so much has changed that I missed out on a lot.
Hey, KJ, do you know you can get the PS4 update, so even if you did stop playing it on PS4, you can still get the hits.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm saying. I mean, right now I'm pretty sure the PS3 one's caught up too, but I just don't have, I haven't played it.
It gets about, what, a month before PS4 does, so it's not bad.
Minecraft is #1 on PS4. The black hole represents my wallet after Smite. Bah! That's a good one. No, my black hole represents Blizzard. Oh no! Represents Blizzard stocks. Dang, these jokes are gonna get real. To be honest, it's everywhere. I mean, I can't tell y'all not to do that. It's everywhere. This is Blizzard's fault. We're not gonna talk about it because that's for next Sunday. But that's all we're gonna say. This is their fault. Nobody else pulled their arm, forced their hand to do any of what they did. Oh man, so much stuff. And then I saw another one that got released, which the reason why we're not talking about it tonight is I actually do have a source I want to give y'all. He's another way bigger YouTuber than me, who is an awesome YouTuber. He's more about an actual, I mean, he does Let's Plays, but he's also kind of, I would call him, I guess, a newscast YouTuber that covers video game news and stuff, and crazy stuff that has to do with, like, stuff that has to do with people's rights or anything. Anything that's out there is like, wait, what? This has to be talked about. Basically he brings attention to stuff and stuff like that. And he's been talking about this for quite a while. And he's got better info than I do, which is why I'm gonna reference him next Sunday. My video is gonna be more of just raising awareness and just trying to spark positivity and just kind of talk about how we could try to avoid this getting worse, just in general. We can't force anyone to do anything, by the way. You can't do that. But, I mean, at least not like that. But, you know, but it's like just raising awareness enough to where in the future maybe other companies will see this and see the reaction to this on YouTube, whether it be my video or his video or anyone's thing going on about this, to show, ooh, we don't want that. We do not need to do that. That will get us destroyed. Because this is not a good situation. That's all I'm gonna say. It's pretty desperate. I mean, I'm not saying it's gonna destroy them, but this might hurt the one company that everyone thought was untouchable. Because at the time, what it represented, which is where we'll end it right here, made it so. But now that it doesn't have that, that's all. This face is all I can do. This face is like when you lose what makes you who you are. That's usually when things start to turn bad for you. And
Oh, I almost died.
that's company or even a personal, even from a personal level up to a company level. That's the same. Once you make an image or you decide who you are and you make your choices, you're supposed to, no offense, stick to those. And that's where we'll end it until next Sunday. But does anyone remember GTA? Of course. What do you mean? What? What kind of weird question is that? Of course everyone remembers GTA. GTA is immortal, also because they keep making them. But also, they do get better over time. The only one that was kind of in was 4. The new one, though, amazing. The new one coming out, I don't know, we'll have to see. Since it's mostly, it is coming out on...
I have it. It's brilliant.
Well, yeah, you have 5. Yeah, I'm talking about 6 as well. I don't know about none about 6 yet.
What does 6 have that 5 doesn't have?
Well, it depends. I mean, okay. I will say one thing. It depends. At full power graphics, because it's going to be on the PS5, it does look really nice from the screenshots that have gotten out already.
4K GTA 5.
Huh?
You can do 4K GTA
You can,
5.
and you can also do 4K GTA 6. It is going to be coming to the Pro. I think it is also going to be a Pro game. I don't think it's going to be PS5 exclusive, or at least I hope not. Because I don't think that's a smart decision on their half. Maybe more people are going to buy this thing than I think, but I'm not one of them. Because I feel like, yes, it does look better, but I have seen the screenshots. It does look nice, but I don't know. I feel like it doesn't feel like a big enough gap to be considered completely next gen compared to the Pro at full power. If you have a 4K TV. I don't. I wish I did. But if you do, like my friend Kevin, I think, don't you, James? Don't you have one, or do you?
No, I don't.
So you're like me. So you're like me. You have a regular
Kind of.
one.
I have an upgrade to yours. I have a smart. That's about it.
Okay, yeah, I don't have that either. So mine's kind of old. Mine's not old, but it's not new either. It's not the newest new, so it's not a complete smart TV as they are now. Some of that's okay. It depends on which one you get. I usually try to stick with Samsung, but I haven't gotten one in a while because they're just too expensive. Huh?
I got JVC.
Oh, you got JVC? I used to have those. I don't know. I prefer Samsung.
They're good quality. Sound is a bit. It's okay.
Oh
it's
God,
not the
I
best
missed
in
a
the world,
lot.
But it's not like a boss, but it's decent.
Well, I mean, most people don't use the speakers on their TV anyways. Like, even I'm not. I have a sound system. It's not a good one. I have a little LG sound system, speaker system. It's horrible. Most of the time I just use my headset, but because it goes out all the time. Let me go back and read real quick because I missed a lot. Arnott, I just got a Kraken in the Königsberg, Bacon says. Nice, Bacon. Good job, bro. That's awesome. I almost got a Kraken in that Iowa earlier. If I got one more kill, I would have gotten a Kraken. I had 4 kills. Arnott, did you see the new Eldar and Dark Eldar models? I have not yet. Well, unless the ones I looked up the other day when we were painting were part of it, then I have not. I'll have to look them up later. Because since I don't play with the Eldar, I don't know when new ones come out for them. That is cool though. Does anyone remember GTA? Then Earth Godzilla plus its burning state versus Gundam. Okay, that's actually kind of entertaining. That one depends on the Gundam. RX-78? Probably not. I think Earth Godzilla is going to destroy him.
What about Zoc? I want to play Zoc.
The Zoc. No, it's gonna have to be something that can actually kill him in one go. And the only Gundam I can think that can do this for something that size, because people don't. If y'all don't know who Earth Godzilla is, look it up real quick, and then be amazed on how ridiculously huge he is.
Is he like the size of a Gundam?
No, Godzilla is the size of a Gundam, not Earth Godzilla. Earth Godzilla is the size of Mount Everest.
Shit.
And he fires a beam that could destroy the planet. That's why I said there's only one Gundam that might be able to kill him, and he's going to have to make a shot at where his heart is. And that's Wing Gundam Zero from Gundam Wing. Because the Buster Cannon, aka the extremely powerful Mega Particle Cannon that he wields, and it's probably Endless Waltz version that's going to have to do it as well. So he would have to require to fire the shot directly at his heart. I do remember Farming Simulator 13. I know what that is. I remember that too. But he'd have to fire the shot directly at his heart and make sure it penetrates, because his gun might be the only thing powerful enough that would penetrate Earth Godzilla's hide and go through him into his heart. It would be the only way to win. None of them are going to win in melee, no matter how fast they are, because those swords are not going to penetrate his hide. He's just going to look at them, they're going to slash, be really scared, and then a huge tail the size of a canyon, basically, is going to come crashing down on your Gundam.
Oh, that's sad.
It's like, Earth Godzilla is an entirely another beast of OP brokenness. Even Godzilla himself, did he even beat him? I don't think he did. I can't remember that one. I don't remember the movie. It was like Godzilla versus Earth Godzilla or something like that.
Earth Godzilla lost.
I would think he would lose in that technically in real life in that kind of situation. He may have beat Ghidorah, but even Ghidorah is small to Earth Godzilla.
Hold on, if Godzilla beats Earth Godzilla, why does Godzilla get taken out easily?
Well, no, I didn't say I didn't say Godzilla would get taken out by a Gundam either easily. It'd just be easier because the sword would have a better chance at working, at cutting Godzilla in half. But it's pure differences. What makes the reason why Godzilla can win is it's an energy battle kind of thing. But we got a troll in the lobby. I may have to block him. It's alright though. Can it tank time-based attacks? What are we talking about?
I think the
Imperator will win. I mean, yeah, in that case, I don't know. Actually, I'm not sure if Earth Godzilla is like that or not. One second, everybody. I'm gonna do something on the thing over here. Aha! Thank you, odd boy. But I'm still gonna hide him from the channel because that name alone. So that way he can't make no more messages. That name alone with the two symbols in it, I ain't supporting that, and I ain't having that kind of mess on the channel. There's making a joke and then being a troll.
I see why.
Plus the name. Yeah, the name in its own says it all.
Yeah, like, no, he's got 2 of them, which is not good.
No, you don't have to time him out. I hit him, my boy. He cannot no longer say any messages on the channel whatsoever.
Check.
So anything he types will not show up. It's fine. I blocked him permanently. Well, it's not necessarily the message, it's just the name itself is that tells me right there he needs to be blocked. Because if it was a normal person just making a meme joke about Area 51, they wouldn't have that kind of title for a username. Don't worry about it. People think because they see a handicapped person, they think that I don't know how to use the computer. You dum-dum.
I need to work out how the fuck did I? Oh, I think I know how to do it. Oh, hold on, just a minute.
And it's phase weapons that can go through shields. I mean, technically it's not shields we're worried about. We're talking about whatever... I'm not sure what weapon I know we're talking about warp cannons, apparently. We talking about warp cannons versus Earth Godzilla? Because he's not shielded, he's just super thick. Because you gotta understand, he's made of what the Earth... The reason why they call him Earth Godzilla is his body and his skin and the rocks on his body are made out of the strongest minerals on the planet. That even some that more than likely we don't know about. So Earth has a force field? Well, I mean, I don't think he would need it, to be honest, but I didn't know he had I didn't know Earth had a force field. What the hell? Okay, well that's interesting, but the warp cannons would penetrate the force field, though. Or no, Dark Age of Technology Titan. Ah! So that's what that is. Okay. So, I mean, I don't know. Like I said, it depends on if it can go through his skin or not. I don't know what types of minerals are really officially on Earth Godzilla's body, because he is a made-up creature after all, so... I mean... I don't know.
Could Goku defeat Earth Godzilla?
Could Goku? Probably. I mean... Here's the thing. Goku can cheat, and this is why some 40k could probably beat him, but only because they could teleport. It's like, he could probably just teleport inside of him and blow up his heart. Like, when it comes to things that can teleport, that's when things start getting to be cheating. And Earth Godzilla, don't forget, huge, massive. He could easily fit several giant robots inside of him. That sounds weird, by the way I said that. I didn't mean it to sound like that. But, essentially this means someone who could teleport who's tiny is his weakness. Because he's not going to be able to hit it as easy, especially something the size of Goku, and as fast as Goku. Goku's the be-end all end all. You see that face on my shirt? You see that face? That's the face of something that can kill Godzilla. Oh man. With weapon that breaks laws of physics. Maybe. Then maybe in that case, maybe. Maybe. His dorsal plates create a force field made of the same energy of his atomic breath. That is very intriguing. So maybe they wouldn't penetrate. It depends. I don't know, actually. There's too much. It's one of those things like, maybe, maybe not. It's fun to think about, though. But now, breaking laws of physics, that might do it. Arna, how's your day? My day's doing pretty good. The week has been kind of not just for me, but for like my family in general. It's just been... That's why I couldn't do our main thing this time. That's why I couldn't do, what do you call it? That's why I couldn't do the main, no, not Minecraft. That was because I got back late. That's why I couldn't do the My brain is not working because I'm so tired and weakened from this last week. That's why I couldn't do the main vlog for what we were supposed to talk about, for the reason what I just had right there. My brain's not focused. It's not locked down properly right now. So I wouldn't have been able to do a serious talk tonight. We will next Sunday, though. He can fit several giant robots into it. Arnott, the Imperator from the Dark Age, is monstrous. Well, yeah, I mean, then, okay, then that's probably going to be a pretty even battle. I'd actually like to see that, to be honest, if it's because there's not many things that match Earth Godzilla. Earth Godzilla is huge. I mean, I don't know what else to put it. There's no words for, like, what I saw when I looked up what he was, because I didn't even know he existed. I heard one day someone talk of one of my YouTubers that likes Godzilla talking about Godzillas, and he starts talking about Earth Godzilla, and I'm like, who the heck is Earth Godzilla? So I looked it up on Google, and I'm like, holy... I'm like, it's Godzilla on a planet-sized amount of steroids. It's insane. So I would like to see that battle.
How big is Godzilla?
Godzilla is only the size of... See, in this case, to go off what Prime was talking about, technically Godzilla is slightly bigger than a Jaeger. Well, the new Godzilla is. The original Godzilla was actually probably smaller than a Jaeger. I like to use Pacific Rim because it's always in the middle. Godzilla, the new Godzilla, so what year is it? Now, yeah, 2019, 20, what was it, the new Godzilla was born in, what, 2014, 2015? I think it was something like that.
Oh, I know.
But the new Godzilla, he's bigger than Jaeger's if he stands straight up. Now, he hunches over all the time, so, he hunches over all the time. So, he always looks short, but he's actually not. When he actually leans up and, like, is trying to intimidate another one of the alpha predators on the planet, aka what ironically the movies are calling them now, the Guardians. I swear I did not plan any of this. When I hear movies do this, I'm like, okay, I swear I didn't choose that name for our community because I knew all this was going to happen. I am not psychic. I do not take credit for any of it. I'm just getting super lucky. Except for in Gundam. Someone took my Guardian Corps name.
And then Fenrir.
And Fenrir. That's maddening. Usually Fenrir... That one's weird, but it makes sense. There is a Fenrir in Gundam in the anime, so...
I would have called it the Boris.
We probably should have. It would have been funnier. Dude, but see, and now that I have all these awesome, crazy colors that for my mobile suits, it's cool. Or no, you should copyright them. Who? Wait, what'd I miss? Copyright who? I don't think I have the right to copyright anybody.
Copyright, copyright you.
Except myself. Yo, Swagfire! Welcome. What were you saying, James?
And redstone.
More redstone.
Don't get me started on redstone. I will build you a doomsday trouble shop soon.
Oh, the movie people who stole our name. No, I mean, you know how many people I'd have to do that to, and I don't have copyright rights on the name Guardian, so can't exactly do that. And I do swear, I'm not trying to sound like one of them guys. I actually was using the name Guardian when I was like 13, 12, before any of these names were using it. That's not me trying to claim rights or anything, I don't care. That's not, the name Guardian means something bigger to me than that anyways, so I don't care about copyright. I don't care about that other people have beaten me to that name. It doesn't matter to me. In Gundam, it's the only reason why it annoys me in Gundam is I like having that as my clan name, the Guardian Corps. But Can't you win some, you lose some. But oh, you gonna see if the Ford is back? It's not. Hopefully it got sucked into a black hole. Like actually sucked into a black hole. Like not metaphorically. Actually. At Ardnot, look up Planet Eater Ghidorah. Why would you tell me something like that? I don't know what that is, and I'm not sure if I want to know what that is. That's probably the one from the final movie when Godzilla versus... It was Godzilla versus Monsters or something? It was the very end of the Japanese Godzilla series.
I want to look it. I want to see what it is.
Yeah, Planet Eater Godzilla... not Godzilla. Planet Eater Ghidorah. I think that's the final version of Ghidorah. Is what Seely's talking about, if I'm not mistaken. Ghidorah is not from Earth, Seely. That's how I know that that's different. That that's either a side story that's not canon, or like maybe a fan made one, or it somehow was already on Earth again. Because Ghidorah is not from Earth. It doesn't matter. Anime is based on the canon lore. Even in that, it tells you, even in the anime, it says Ghidorah is not from Earth. Even the movie got that right.
Sweet.
Like, even the... Yeah, he's insane. But I think he'd be... I don't know. Maybe the anime is not canon. I don't know. But I would imagine, like, that would baffle me if the anime is not canon. Because even the movie got that right. Even the movie knows that Ghidorah and his species do not come from Earth. They're the Godzilla from another world, trying to invade and take over our planet and our monsters. The anime is called Earth Godzilla. I just name it Earth. I'll have to look it up. It might not be canon because like I said, Ghidorah, all of the Ghidorahs are an alien species. There's even a alien humanoid species that worships Ghidorah that helps Ghidorah along the way. And my hunch, this is just a theory. My theory is that the guy who plays the... I wish I could know it. I haven't memorized his actor name yet, so I can't give him a proper shout out, sadly. But if you've ever seen Game of Thrones, Tywin Lannister, the father of all the Lannisters, he played the soldier guy in the new movie, and I actually think he might be playing a bigger role than the movie is letting on, because they're trying to because if it is following the canon lore, which it feels like it is he's going to probably end up being one of the humanoid species from the other world that guided Ghidorah to Earth to invade Earth, because they live for hundreds of years, and they serve Ghidorah as his servants. And at the end of... Spoiler alert, by the way. Let me say this first. Before I say this, if you don't want to hear this, mute me right now for the next 10 minutes to be safe. It won't take that long. 5 minutes to be safe. And so you don't hear anything you don't want to hear. Spoiler alert right now. Alert, 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 spoiler alert. If you have not seen the end of the new Godzilla movie with King Ghidorah in it, the giant three-headed dragon from the trailer, please mute me right now so you do not get spoiled if you want to see the movie, because it is a good movie if you like Godzilla movies. A lot of people give it harshness because they're always trying to judge it and be like, the human side sucked. Nobody cares. I don't go to a Godzilla movie to be like, those humans are cool. It's like reviewers baffle me. It's like, why are you saying a movie sucks because, the human element was bad? It's a Godzilla movie. Actually, to be honest, even I can't even agree with that, to be honest. I thought the human element was actually kind of dope. There was even a dope little scene between the professor and Godzilla as he did something to save him. I don't want to spoil too much. I'll just say the other thing. But still,
spoiler warning.
Yeah, I'm about to. Hold on. The other the real spoiler warning is at the end of the movie, the main character, who is played by the guy who played Tywin Lannister, goes and recovers the missing Ghidorah head for the dead corpse of Ghidorah. Now, if you're a Godzilla fan, you know what this probably means. Two things this probably means if you're a hardcore Godzilla fan, if they're following the canon lore, which it does feel like that. So two things this probably means. One thing for sure is going to happen. Whether it's actually the aliens or not, one thing is for sure he's going to do to Ghidorah. And that is Mecha Ghidorah. The next iteration of Ghidorah was a cybernetic infused version where the head that was severed gets cyberized, reattached, the body gets cyberized, and the two living heads stay attached, creating a hybrid biological cybernetic Ghidorah, Mecha King Ghidorah. And this is what I think the theory is. My theory for the movie is that's what that is. Is that that's a setup for that he is, at least for the one thing, is that he is going to rebuild Ghidorah as Mecha Ghidorah. Also, there's been programs and hints at the mecha program being in the movie. There is a big possibility, this has not been confirmed, that the giant ship that the humans fly around on is, I forgot what it's called. It's in the Japanese version too. It's a giant ship that's used to like control Godzilla and giant monsters because it's got like monster busting weapons on it, or it will eventually. It doesn't right now. Right now it's just a transport. But basically, the confirmation of that ship being in the movie also says, on top of the end scene with the spoiler alert, shows that the mecha technology used to create the mecha monsters are going to be in the movie, more than likely. We don't know when. Maybe they change it, who knows. But I see that not changing, and I see that being a big thing, and this would be a good instance to introduce Mecha Godzilla in the next movie to help Godzilla fight Mecha King Ghidorah. It would make sense. And it would be perfect. So it's like, I don't know, I feel like they could do so many good things with this. I just really hope the bad reviews don't hurt the movies. This is why I try to promote stuff like this. Because I feel like reviewers today don't know what they're talking about anymore. I'm serious as a heart attack on that when I say that too. It's all about, does it do this, does it do that, meeting criteria that makes no sense towards the movie you're judging. And this is something I've never agreed with critics. Is most critics who do critic reviews, especially big ones, they're general critics. And no offense, you can't do that. Because most people have a certain taste. Like everyone in general, like you like what you like, I like what I like, James likes what he likes, y'all like what you like. So not exactly, and not everyone likes cheese. So a person who doesn't like cheese can't give a review on cheese. This is something me and Twal were talking about one time too. It's like, I know it sounds harsh, but it's accurate. No offense. If you are not in the environment, if you do not respect it as a person who likes it in general, you're not going to give it a fair shake. Because you don't enjoy it to begin with. It'd be like someone who's like, I don't like wine, judging wine. Why? Why would you do that? Why? It makes no sense. If you're not going to like wine, then you can't. How are you going to tell the difference between a good wine and a bad wine? You don't like wine. That means you don't like any of it. So all of it tastes the same to you. About it. Exactly. You're just gonna, that was a good one. You're just gonna whine about it. And so it's like, it's insane. Ardnot, who will win? The Void Dragon 40k? I mean, there's a Void Dragon in 40k. Well, probably that then. I mean, it's 40k. You know that, Raven. Those questions are cheating. Ardnot, Planet Eater is from a different dimension who doesn't obey the laws of anything unless you come from his dimension. Okay, well, that's fine. But that does make sense, because all the Ghidorahs seem to come from different places. Like, they're either from space, from that main world, Or in this case, apparently from another dimension. Ghidorah gets reused a lot, to be honest, just because he's the most famous monster that's villain. That's the big villain boy. Other than Destroya, Space Godzilla, the one that's a fan-made that everyone really needs to acknowledge, even though I think he's a little too OP for the movies, Shin Godzilla. If you want to know what that is, look that up too. It's a fan-made Godzilla. It does not exist, technically. It is not canon. But if it was, everyone should be really afraid. Because it's essentially as if you want to see what if Chaos Warp got mixed with Godzilla looks like, look up Shin Godzilla. It's bad. That's why it's not canon. It's too OP. But, you know, it would be fun to see it. You know, but all the big boy ones, and then I'm forgetting somebody. So Destroya, Space Godzilla, King Ghidorah. Trying to think of all the big bad boys. Technically Biolantine, but I'm not sure if that one's popular enough to come back. Which is a Gaian monster who absorbs energy and devours everything that's made out of plants. It's basically a giant Venus flytrap with tentacles that smack the crap out of you. And they go everywhere. It's a really weird creature. It's actually really OP because of the way it fights. Now, if you have enough energy to puncture its stomach, you will kill it. Ardon in King Kong vs. Godzilla, the guy who retreated the head won't be in the movie. Well, not in King Kong vs. Godzilla, but I don't think they're gonna do. And also, that might be just you gotta understand that might actually happen, not because he's not in the movie. They might recast him or just have him conveniently die in between the movies off camera because they couldn't afford to get the actor again. You gotta understand the actor they got for that role. That was quite expensive. He's no small actor. He's a really good actor. So him being in a Godzilla movie was like getting Sigourney Weaver back for Alien. It just would never happen, even if it could happen. You know, just never gonna happen, even if it could. The amount that Alien would require. And I know where they could pick up off too. There's a perfect comic book I've read that has Ripley in it, that's about Ripley, that takes place after Alien Resurrection, the movie. That would be perfect for it. And it takes place on Earth while it's infested with xenomorphs.
This Godzilla looks sick.
You looking at Shin Godzilla?
No, Earth Godzilla.
Oh, Earth Godzilla? Yeah, look up Space Godzilla too. There's a bunch of Godzillas. Technically, I think Destroya is also considered one as well, just from another. I think for the canon regular one, he's the thing from a different dimension, or was it something else? I don't remember actually.
Yeah, he looks okay.
Or not, don't you remember they used that thingy in the movie, so people are like, if that exists, that means Destroyer might be. Okay, well then if it's Destroya, then we won't see Mechagodzilla till the movie after anyways. I mean, not Mechagodzilla. We won't see Mecha King Ghidorah till after Destroya. I'd actually prefer Destroya, to be honest. And King Kong and Godzilla versus Destroya makes perfect sense. That would be a beautiful battle. And Destroya is no joke. Destroya is the monster killer. Mostly because he has the best weapon in the universe. He has a unicorn horn. Which I know sounds stupid, but in monster terms, when you're that large and it's hard to move around and you only get a couple of shots every now and then, a horn you can fly with and stab somebody with while flying into them is extremely OP for something his size. Destroya is also massive. So his weight he can distribute while slamming into you with the horn. Oh. And let's not forget, he can also ram energy through his horn and cut you with it like a sword. So, it's that will be interesting to see if they put him in here. If they choose Destroya versus King Kong and Godzilla, they'll call it Godzilla versus King Kong. King Kong and Godzilla will be fighting. A meteor will come crashing from space because, once again, Destroyer is not from Earth. Half of the stuff, and that's kind of the lore they're setting up for, too. I think that's what they want for the new series, is they want to focus all on the monsters from the original lore. They all came from space. Because the lore they're setting up for is all the Earth monsters like Godzilla, King Kong, even the giant spider in the other one shown, are technically considered in this lore, or in this version of the movies, guardians of the Earth, or guardians of Gaia, meaning her protectors from foreign space invaders, namely like King Ghidorah and stuff like that. Because you also got to understand, when King Ghidorah was sitting on top of that mountain, he was also terraforming the planet. He was changing it into his world. This is why the monsters exist. Is Godzilla is the, other than King Kong, is the hashtag lead guardian of Gaia, or Earth in the movie. They called it both, technically. So he senses this, so he immediately starts going after Ghidorah constantly. Because now he's like, oh no, there's something invading the planet. And think of it like a human body for the planet. Godzilla and the other monsters on Skull Island, or the monster, or what used to be called Monster Island, in the original lore. Now they combine them together because King Kong's officially a part of it now. So it's now just Skull Island is for all of them. What was I going to say? So it's like the human body. Basically, King Kong and the other giant monsters from Earth are like white blood cells in your body, purging a virus trying to infect you. AKA King Ghidorah, who is basically to the Earth, a disease, because he would have killed it and reformed it in his own atmosphere in its image. And so essentially that's a virus to the planet. So that's what they're for. And that's why the scientists in there were trying to be like, no, you need to let it happen. That's what they're here for. That's what Godzilla's purpose is to cleanse the planet of things that don't belong here. Bro, imagine that when Godzilla killed Ghidorah, his father Kaiser. Oh, Kaiser. Kaiser! That's the one I want to see. We won't see him forever, though. Kaiser Ghidorah noticed and wants revenge and will open and meet Kong. I don't know. That was another option, but I really don't think Kaiser is going to really be in the next movie. I think that's too much. We won't see Kaiser until it gets towards the end, because keep in mind, Kaiser killed Godzilla. Godzilla may have killed Kaiser, but he went down with him. Because he only killed Kaiser because he exploded. Like he overloaded himself, self-destructed in burning Godzilla form. If you've ever seen the original fight in the Japanese movie, because there was actually a Japanese movie that did that. That versus Kaiser. And he sacrificed himself to finish Kaiser. Because he knew he wasn't going to win straight up. The way Kaiser works is he just draws more energy constantly from the atmosphere. Unlike his son, he's way more powerful. He does it instantaneously. He does it before he fires, too. So his lightning bolts are like pure plasma. Like pure plasma. Like, we're talking about the purest version. It's insane. At Ardnot, but what if instead Kaiser, his father, Grand King Ghidorah, the grandfather of King Ghidorah, is the one who... They once again, I don't know, they didn't really touch much on Grand King Ghidorah in the movies. I think he kind of... I forgot how that one happened. I don't even know if they ever did a movie for him. I think he was more in the books. I'll have to look him up to see how far they took him. The only official one I know... Well, at least on the American side that I've seen and know of. I don't know about Japanese side, but on the American side, the only one I officially know of is Kaiser. Is getting up to Kaiser. I know of the existence of the Grand King, but but I'm not sure. Ardnot, what if the Tyranids harvest Godzilla? Then we get a giant Godzilla Tyranid that now is going to devour everything. And in that case, then technically Godzilla becomes the virus, and then King Kong and the rest of the Titans have to fight him. That would be a horrible thing to have to see, too. Yo, welcome, Solid! Sorry I missed that, by the way, Raven. That is terrifying, though. Tyranid Godzilla? No thanks. That's the same thing. Look up Shin Godzilla, Raven. I'm telling you. Basically, Shin Godzilla is Chaos Godzilla. It's basically Godzilla if he had went to the warp. Because his beam can do things that even the normal Godzilla beam does not do. Easily. There was a movie for him. He was beating the crap out of Rodan, Mothra, Godzilla, and Anguirus. So that one must not have gotten to America. Because some of them never made it to America. There are some that I know existence of, but never have seen. Because they're all purely Japanese only. They never got ports of any kind. Yo, Namiak, welcome! Welcome back, bro. Welcome to the vlog. Raven, the Tyranids will give his genes the rest of the hot... Ooh, no! Oh, that's even worse. I didn't think about that. That's true, too. Not only does Godzilla get the benefit of becoming a gene stealer, which means he becomes even more intelligent than he already is. By the way, he's sentient. Just to let anyone know. They aren't stupid. The monsters don't let the movie humans fool you. They aren't just animals. They're sentient creatures. There's a reason why a giant spider didn't just go around webbing all the cities. Now, technically Ghidorah was telling him to rampage, but he was also telling him to get to his position. Because when the alpha predator or guardian, depending on what perspective we're talking about, takes over, he calls all the lesser ones that know that can't beat him to his side until something big enough to defeat him and helps them fight. So if you'll notice in the movie, if you've seen it, once again, spoiler alert real quick before we do this, there's a scene where Ghidorah temporarily has control of everybody before Godzilla shows up. But after the big G-Man shows up himself, all of a sudden, and with Mothra, all of a sudden, you start to see the change. And Mothra also nails Rodan, bringing him to his senses, which, in the next scenes, you'll notice, all of a sudden, the Titans, aka the Guardians, start turning on Ghidorah. And it's because Godzilla is now present. Because Godzilla is... It's kind of like Goku. When Goku is present with all the DBZ fighters around him. They're able to fight harder and with more confidence because, well, Goku's there. So they have more confidence and they're more confident they're going to win. Oh, Ghidorah's roar? Yeah. Ghidorah's roar has always been one of my favorite roars in all of the monster movies. And the new one, the one they gave him from the new one, I wish I had that movie right now. I'd watch that movie so much all the time because Godzilla's always been a childhood favorite of mine. Much like, as y'all know, Gundam, Warhammer's been there for a while. Not as old as some of them, but Gundam is older. So Gundam, Godzilla, technically Zone of the Enders, that's more of a cult-specific favorite for me. Because of one of my favorite producers made one of my favorite games based on that series. Let's see. But it is an anime, also. Let's see. I'm trying to think of other ones that aren't video games. A lot of them are video games because I grew up really video game oriented. Can you tell?
Dragon Ball Z?
Yes. Wow. Thank you, James. I'm an idiot. Dragon Ball Z! It's on my shirt! And I still couldn't remember. Goku's literally staring me in the face. Couldn't remember Dragon Ball Z. I should be ashamed of myself. At R9. Wait, imagine this. Toho Godzilla, Godzilla 2019 and 2014. Shin Godzilla versus Kaiser. That would be a good one. Grand King Ghidorah and Death Ghidorah. Death Ghidorah will never happen. That one's a big wish, Sealy. I wish my chat would really engage in conversation with me the way yours does, bro. You got an awesome fan base. Oh, thank you, Solid. I don't know. I will say the vlogs have helped because this gives everyone a neutral ground to just shoot the breeze. If you want to try that, Solid. I know you've been doing them every now and then. Vlogs do help a lot. It's going to take a while once you build up your people. I do have quite... I ain't going to lie. I'm not flaunting or anything, by the way. I do have a decent amount at this point on the channel, though, that it does help. It does take a lot of time. But I will say the vlogs do help if you want to try to improve that, Solid. It's just going to take time. Only reason why I'm even getting this lucky is because, like you said, I have a good fan base. They're awesome people. Y'all are all awesome people. I have awesome... I all consider you my family, like I always say. And I literally mean that when I say it. I also want to say thank you for the toes up buttons, everybody. I do mean that when I say it. Have you seen Godzilla Earth? Oh, yeah. I know all the Godzillas. Now. I didn't used to. I wonder what's the final form of Shin Godzilla. Probably a demon. No, but, I have seen Earth Godzilla. We were actually talking about that earlier, where we were talking about there was only one Gundam in history that could probably even stand a chance at beating Earth Godzilla because of the force field and because of the fact that he's Earth Godzilla. He's huge and he's made out of the most dense minerals on the Earth. By the way, if they ever introduce him into the movies, I'm going to... I hate that I have to say it like this because it takes the funniness out of it. I'm going to poop bricks. Damn you, YouTube. You know what? I got demonetized anyways. I'm going to shit bricks.
That's what I tend to do. I'm not monetized, I just do whatever I want.
Well, I know, but I'm trying to practice because when I am monetized, I do want to make sure some of my videos do stay monetized, even though that does fit into the same topic we'll be talking about and raising awareness for next Sunday. Because all of it has to do with the same thing, and it's happening everywhere. Like, everywhere. But that's next Sunday, though. I don't think King Kong will beat Godzilla. I don't think they're going to have either one win, to be honest, Namyak. I think, what everyone's biggest theory is they're gonna pull a Batman versus Superman, and that it's gonna start off as King Kong and Godzilla fighting each other, and then it's either gonna be Mecha King Ghidorah is gonna show up, or not show up. He's gonna be involved in the story somehow, or they're going to introduce maybe, hopefully, the biggest, likeliest one, because it's gonna be a 2-on-1 battle, and it's gonna have to be something really powerful. The likeliest one everyone's saying is Destroya. Because King Kong and Godzilla versus Destroya would be a good fight. So a lot of people are saying it's going to be Destroya if they don't just redo Ghidorah again. Remember, King Kong has lightning abilities. That is true, but they have not exhibited that in the new series, so I don't know if he's going to have them. Maybe. We'll see. We'll see if he gets them, Sealy. Because they technically have not exhibited him having them so far in any of the new movie lore. Because we do have to remember, in the movie they may do some things different. Some things may be slightly altered here and there. We'll see. It would be cool to see him have his lightning abilities from the original. By the way, if y'all didn't know, if you watch the original Japanese King Kong, he actually does have lightning abilities. I don't know how, but he does. I think it's mostly meant to represent the thunder that comes along with King Kong when he beats his chest, but thunder doesn't hurt people unless you do like Hulk and do thunderclaps, boosh. Which they have exhibited that. They have shown that as an ability, so they may just do that. Have you seen the 8 movies? Not all of them. I'm not as much a King Kong fan. I haven't seen all of them. I just know I've seen some of the Versus ones where I've seen him use those abilities. just not very often. It's not really a common thing he uses anyways. King Kong's mostly known for his strength anyways. He's mostly known for the fact that, unlike most of the other monsters, he's an ape. We all know what apes are known for, brute strength. And also known the fact that they have hands and real arms that they can punch you with. So, that's what King Kong's known for. He's known for the fact that he can literally uppercut you. He can box you. Well, as good as an ape is at boxing. Yeah, but you know what I mean. I'm a head out, bro. Good talking to you again. Alright, Solid. You have a good night, bro. Thanks for joining as always, man. But, hey, and also, if you ever do a vlog and you want me to chill and chat with you too, because that's why I kind of have James with me too, because sometimes it does help just to have someone just to also be another voice to chat with, to kind of get the chat rolling as well. So let me know, Solid, if you ever want me to join in on a vlog. Just you'll have to let me know ahead of time when you're gonna schedule it, so I can set it up, so I can be there and. Yeah, right. No, but seriously though, yeah. James said he'll join too if you wanted to, but yeah. If you want me to join in on a vlog sometime, Solid, and just talk and shoot the breeze or something, and just help it get going, because that does help sometimes. It helps me because sometimes I do get locked in my own head. Especially when chat slows down every now and then. Yeah, that would be cool. We'll figure out something with that vlog. Alright, bro. Okay, cool, Solid. And shout out to Be Solid, everybody. He's a cool dude. Check him out. He really is an awesome dude. He's a fun dude to watch play games. If y'all enjoy watching me play, you'll enjoy watching him play too. Especially Rocket League, because he's better at that than I am. And actually also Siege as well. He's also really good at Siege and stuff like that.
I need to talk to Solid. We're going to have this 1v1 of Rocket League.
Oh, that'll probably happen.
What was the thing we were going to do?
Yeah, we forgot. Everybody forgot. I think the only one that remembered was Solid. And you. But y'all just have to hit each other up. I don't know. He usually, although it's going to be hard because y'all's schedules are a little bit off sync now, because you work the night, technically almost night, day for you, night almost for me, basically. Sometimes.
Yeah, I work the night shift.
Night shift. So you work during the week now, and he does stuff on the weekend, so it's hard to. It would probably have to be on a Friday or something, where it's like almost the weekend, and you're like off work that afternoon or something. It would have to be something like that. If y'all still want to do it, that's up to Solid too. He could have used a big rock. That's true too. And that's something true too about King Kong. He has opposable thumbs, ergo he can pick up things and smack you with it. So he can use trees as like swords. Well, not really swords, more just things to hit you with, like clubs. He can use rocks. He can, well, if he's in a city, he could technically throw cars, even though it wouldn't be very good. He could hit you with a boat. Kind of like Gypsy did. I mean, Gypsy did it in Pacific Rim to the kaiju.
Yeah, he did. I mean, he used it as a baseball bat.
I mean, an ape knows how to swing something. It may not know how to perfectly swing it, but it's gonna swing it hard enough. Probably harder than Gypsy in some fashion. Yeah, I'm ready whenever, even though I feel like I suck at 1v1. It would still be fun, lol. So he said he's ready whenever, so we could probably this coming up Friday if you want to try to set it up.
I could work something out. I think I'd be down for that.
Okay. I will be sad when Godzilla franchise is over. I will be too, Namyak. Welcome, Prime. Welcome. Welcome to the chat. Welcome to the vlog.
Oh, that's Prime.
Oh. I have a question. Yo, what's up, Prime? What's up, bro?
No, your question, I'm not talking to you, Prime. Your question is
Soup,
invalid.
well, it says sup. Soup, Prime, soup up. What's up? Soup up.
Your question is invalid.
Your question is invalid. I can't go too much longer, though. I will have to say, because I have to keep my mom's schedule in mind, too. And I'm not sure what she's doing right now. And I am getting kind of hungry. I may have to eat a small snack or see what she wants to do. But we are doing good. Ardnot, you missed a lot of my comments. No, I didn't mean to. Hold on. Remember to put @Ardnot in front of them if you can sometimes. Even though this is a vlog. Oh, I missed that one. Crap, I have to go back up. Monday, Wednesday, and Friday are the main days I've got to play. But other than that, I don't play as much. So yeah, we can do it for Friday then, because James can do it on Friday a lot easier than the other days. Because that's your last day of work, right?
Yeah.
Do you want to start a multiplayer faction series on Last of Us? I don't even have the remastered. Well, actually, I could download it. Isn't it free right now? It is. That depends on how active the multiplayer factions are, Prime. Have you even tried multiplayer yet? Can you even get into matches? Because it depends on how active and how long it takes to match. I mean, I could, I guess. I haven't played that game in ages. I'll be garbage. My stealth skills will be gone. Let me go back and read Raven's comments real quick, though. No, but I can check later. Okay. That's cool. Yeah, I mean, if it's active enough, I mean, I might consider it. I don't know. I might help you with a series on it. But I don't know if I want to show my people my horrible stealth skills, because I haven't played that game in so long. I know I'm not going to be good. I'd have to play the whole main game again to get good. Like, I'd have to go through the story again. Let me go back and see what I missed on Raven here. Like, out of all things they could have used, they chose a tree. That tree better have been made out of the strongest material on earth. Wait, I missed something. Ardnot, you missed Farseer, and that tree should have been instantly vaporized. Farseer. At Ardnot, we never know... Wait. At Ardnot, we never know Trazen might have Godzilla in his collections. Maybe. Who knows? Maybe he has all of them. Who knows? Let me go back. Trazen will add all of them to his collection. He probably would. Sorry I missed those comments. The chat is moving pretty heavy hardcore right now. He can erase anything. He think off literally. This thing has infinite power. Then yeah. I definitely know the Void Dragon would win. Okay, let me go back down. I don't know what the tree you were talking about was, though. An army of Godzilla-like creatures. That would make sense. That would be scary. Especially if they were Necron technology inside their body. That would be bad. Whoa!
That would develop yeet technology.
Yeet technology? I don't think the Necrons know what yeet is. I don't think it affects them. You missed a lot of my comments. Yeah, I did. I definitely did. At Ardnot, will Traden have a field day in the Godzilla universe? Oh, Traden will have a field day. Yes, he will. Sorry, I had to go back and read all your comments because I missed a ton of them. And then Prime said, invite me to a party when you're done with the stream. Yeah, because I would invite you now, Prime, if you really wanted to be involved in the vlog if you want. But I'm only probably going to be doing this probably 10 more minutes at the most, because it's almost 10 o'clock where I'm at right now, so I do need, like I said, I do need to get off here at a reasonable time if I'm going to try to eat anything, if she's able to. I don't know what she's doing. We'll have to see what's going on. But if I am going to do this, I have to get off here. So, but we're doing pretty good tonight. I like tonight's vlog. Tonight's vlog was a good change. You know that this helps me get ready for the real vlog. Well, I say real vlog. The serious vlog, that's the better word for it, next weekend. Now, I don't want that to also come off the wrong way. When I mean serious, I mean we're just going to be focusing down. We're not going to be making jokes, because I don't want it to come off as the wrong way. If we make jokes, it'll be about things that have nothing to do with the subject itself. Because I don't want it to... If you do that too much, because It's good to do that to a certain extent, but sadly these days most people see it as if you do that, they don't see it as lightening the mood. They see it as you're just being, well, an ass. That's the best word. That's the best way I could put it, or what you said. So, Bacon said, at Ardnot, the first on the Nassau does not give extra damage. Okay, I don't need the Nassau to have extra damage.
Oh my god, this actually works.
I mean, I don't know what you're talking about. Are you talking about the secondaries? I know the secondaries don't fire AP. They fire HE, but one of those secondaries on the Nassau fires HE that does 3,000 damage, which is a lot. Like, that's insane. At Ardnot, you missed mines that Raven answered. What? At Ardnot, I brought the stuff about the tree that Raven was talking about. Let me see. Oh, I missed it. You're gonna have to redo the tree one, I think, Sealy. That might be too far up. Let me see. Let me see if I can find what you're talking about. The tree. That collector can and will harness the power from every monster to power the new Necron. Hell, he'll power giant monster Necrons. To be honest, if the Necrons, they probably have Titans. You'll have to answer that question or not. Do the Necrons have Titans? If they don't, they do now. And that would be kind of savage. Titan, Godzilla, Necrons. No thanks. Ardnot, you should read the rest. It was a normal, ordinary tree, Raven. It was stupid. Raven, like, damn, man. Never knew a lizard who tanks black holes. No problem. Dies from a basic tree in the mouth. Come on, man. Oh, you're talking about the original Godzilla. Yeah, how Godzilla got beat by King Kong in the original movie. You do know there's 2 iterations to that movie. One movie King Kong wins, one movie Godzilla wins. They did that because the fans would have been pissed on either side. So what they did is they played the safe card. I made a cool house on Minecraft. Nice, Namyak. Nice. I sadly didn't get to do Minecraft today. What we'll do is we'll do a longer episode of it next Sunday.
I did an episode I think yesterday.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, that's why I'm kind of glad you did. So at least you got yours in. But since I wasn't able to, but to join you. But yeah, next weekend we'll do an extra long episode of Minecraft and it's gonna be Lambda 1, the Godzilla Observation Center that we're working on, or just started. We haven't even begun to build the center itself.
No one knows my secret.
Oh, your secret. Yeah, your secret. Yeah, your secret. It's your secret.
Only Arnold knows.
It's your secret. That where you go to launch Mechagodzilla.
Oh yeah.
And Ardnot. Giant pyramid weapon. Of course it is. The Necrons don't care about fanciness. Just send in a giant pyramid. Illuminati confirmed. X-Files theme plays. That's just the Necrons. The Necrons love giant pyramids. Everything for them is a giant pyramid for some reason. But yes, in the original King Kong, Godzilla was killed by having a tree shoved down his mouth. Which kind of makes sense, kind of doesn't. I mean, if you're obstructing the airway, everything's got to breathe. It is a very vicious way to take something out. But I will say, here's the thing that makes no sense about that movie, though. It might be, who knows? Maybe it is on the dollar bill now. Probably is. Maybe we're controlled by the Necrons. Maybe we're just a farm that the Necrons are going to harvest for energy one day. That would be horrible.
That'd be awesome.
That would not be awesome. And Ardnot, Trazen would be able to capture them if he can imprison gods, then he can capture Godzilla. Well, of course he can. They fly around in pyramids the size of planets almost. in certain cases. Of course it can. His teleportation technology probably just be like, giant monster, lock on. Whoop! Just teleports him up. Even Star Trek could probably teleport Godzilla off of a planet. So I'm assuming the Necrons should be able to easily do it. And then, yo, welcome Saturn Scar. Kakarot! Yeah, exactly. He's joining me today for this stream. As you can tell, he's been staring at the camera, intimidating everybody for this last almost hour and a half now. Oh man. When I need it, this is gonna sound really, really hilarious, and I mean it this way on purpose. When I need energy, I wear my Goku shirt. You know that old pun? My wolf shirt makes me invincible.
My Goku shirt makes me invisible.
Well, no, in this case, my Goku shirt makes my power over 9,000.
Makes sense. Shit.
Oh.
Need to take him out.
Also, my cat is attacking you. Oh no. Goku must be like, I must fight the Goku! Your cat's trying to be like Beerus. She's trying to be the best warrior in the galaxy. No, but seriously. Oh man, especially in this form, this specific look that he's in right now, this is way over 9,000.
That's Super Saiyan Goku, isn't it?
No, this is the blue boy. This is the worst one. Well, other than Ultra Instinct, this is one of the worst ones. This is the one you do not want to see when he's that pissed off. Unless his hair turns silver, there's nothing worse than this. If it turns silver, yeah. Bye-bye. Be hilarious. Goku, the Almighty. At Ardnot, the Imperium will be like purge the beast and fail or succeed. I don't think the Imperium would be able to kill Godzilla straight up. At least not easily. They'd have to just bombard him from space. They'd have to cheat him. If they fought him on the surface, they probably might kill him. I mean, he might kill them. I ain't gonna lie. Now, if it's Chaos, yeah, they may get him. Because then that's like Shin Godzilla. And Shin Godzilla does beat Godzilla every time. Because he's broke. My dog had 2 batches of puppies, and I saw one of them, and they looked so much bigger than my other dogs I kept. Nice, Namyak. I'm Danyak. I probably said your name wrong. Sorry about that. But nice. Yeah, I would never have a dog where I live, because where I live is not a good place. I do want a dog one day, though. I want my own. Technically, Godzilla cannot. That was only in that one movie. You mean that thing where he was on his tail, moonwalking? That's not flying. That's gliding, and it looked really stupid. They're never gonna bring that back, silly. Godzilla does not fly. He does not have wings. That was it. That was even in an episode of, if you've ever seen this, Mystery Science Theater. There was even an episode. Yeah, I know he flew in a movie. That was one of the worst. Oh, they're Rottweilers. Nice. That's awesome. See, I want, you're probably going to find this really cliche. Because I want something that's as close to a wolf as I can get. I want a husky one day. But I am not getting no husky where I live. One, dude, they need a lot of territory to run around in. Like, so I need a big yard. 2, I have horrible neighbors. Which is why I lost my cat. So, no. As long as I live in this place, I will not have another pet. Once I move and find a safer place that I know my pets would be safe, then I'll consider maybe getting an actual dog one day. Again. But yes, he did fly in a movie, Sealy. But that is actually regarded, even in Japan, as one of the worst movies ever. That is the reason why Mystery Science Theater had an episode on it. He turned around, tucked his tail between his legs. Yeah, no. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, and there was one where he glided in that same movie. He also glided on the tip of his tail. Dude, trust me, I've seen him. I've seen it. It's really really bad. It makes no sense. There's no way his beam is that powerful. Even with the impact it has, the weight ratio makes no sense. Especially New Godzilla. New Godzilla would never be able to pull that off. Like, he's too much of a big boy. He weighs too much. He thick in the hips.
He's got junk in his trunk.
Exactly. Lots of it. But for a giant monster, that's good. Hashtag Godzilla bird. I live in a cold area, but yet I still have a pool. I mean, even in cold areas, unless you're living in, like, way north of, like, the very far north of Canada. I mean, there's, even in the north, I mean, there's points where you could use a pool at some points of the season. I wouldn't recommend it during, winter, though.
I would, bet.
Oh, God. You wouldn't even be able to get in it. I'd be an ice skating rink instead of a pool.
Oh, yeah.
At R9, he a dummy. He a dummy. What are you talking about? Who are you talking about? You talking about, Flying Godzilla? I don't know who you talking about. Be careful what you say in chat, too, Sealy. Easy with some of the words. It's fine if I say it, because I'll just get demonetized at the worst if I was monetized. But chat is a different story. I gotta be careful with that one. At Ardnot. Tyranid High Fleets, Leviathan. Ooh, that would be a good battle, but I think I don't know. Would Leviathan really win on the ground? Maybe in space, but I don't think on the ground. It's done.
It's done.
You typed it in the chat. Oh, rats are so bad here because I live next to a huge cornfield, and there is at least 10 rats in my garage today. Jeez! They're probably field rats, right? Isn't that what they're called? Field? Well, that would be field mice, right? Not rats. Is there a field rat? I know there's field mice. So is there, because that makes sense. You live near a huge cornfield? They're probably living near the cornfield. Probably eating the cornfield. They probably have...
I'm going to send you what I'll be working on. I'm going to send you a little thing what I'll be working on.
Oh, okay. It's too bad you can't post it in the... Too bad YouTube doesn't let you post. Although then this would create a huge new issue on YouTube. I was going to say too bad YouTube doesn't let you post pics in chat, but then I thought about what's going to start happening. So, never mind. I take that one back. That does not need to happen. Because that would just be abused like hell.
Yep.
In bad ways, too. People just trying to get your channel banned. Yeah, right, exactly. That wouldn't be good. No, it would not be. There without... No. No. But it would not be good. I agree, Namyak. It would not be good. That's why I said that would not be okay. I thought about it, but then I was like, no. The only way that would even work is if it was highly, highly restricted. And there was a bot that as soon as it ran it through the system and saw it was inappropriate, it's like, no, that's not getting shown. That would be the only way. Is it bad that when I squeeze my arm, I can feel my bones? That just means you're just either big boned or you're just... I mean, some people are skinny. I mean, I'm skinny. I mean, my legs... Look at these legs. They look like chicken legs. They look like a chicken legs. They're very skinny. To be honest, like right here, that's bone. See that little funny bone right there? That's not very funny. And then that one right there. It's also not very funny.
No, that's not very funny. That's a bone.
Yeah, but I mean... They call them funny bones, which is dumb. Because it's not funny when you hit it. It makes you laugh uncontrollably because you're in so much pain, so maybe that's why. But it's still not funny. Oh. High Fleet Leviathan has over trillions of Tyranids and million of Biotitans. I mean, I guess if they're going to outnumber him, yeah, but I mean, we're talking about one-on-one. If the Leviathan itself tried to fight him by itself, probably lose. But if it tried to outnumber him, I don't know. But do keep in mind, you say trillions of Tyranids, but the Tyranids are only the size of people. Except for, like, some of the ones that are, like, alien size and then, like, queen alien size and stuff like that. But compared to Godzilla, most of them aren't going to be able to hurt him. It'd be like the humans shooting rockets at him. He's like, I just don't care. What are you doing? So, in that, and then also in that instance, also, Henry? Oh, Henry in the game. You're talking about Henry in the game. I was like, who's Henry? I have an uncle named Henry. You freaked me out, Prime. I'm like, how do you know my uncle? When I'm tired, my throat gets really numb and it's weird. That's just you getting tired and you're just like... It's just that really relaxed feeling. It's hard to explain. I've had that feeling. I'm actually starting to feel that feeling.
Just to let everyone know, it's 3:10 in the morning for me.
Oh god. Yeah, I might need to end this soon. It's getting tight. Oh, it's 10:10. Yeah. It's 10:10, not from Naruto. Oh, that's also something I grew up with, by the way, Naruto. Almost forgot that one. Shippuden, not so much. But the original Naruto. It came out a little later. But I'll have to see when we're done. I have to go first locate my mom, then I'll figure out what we're doing. I've also have to invite Prime though when we get done, so if he wants to join. Naruto has way too much filler. It does, that's why it's so long. But I've seen all of it. I don't remember a lot of it because so much of it is filler. But I've seen all of it. There's very few things I can say that with. Oh, you're rewatching it, Nemyak? Nice. Awesome. It's a long series. I haven't rewatched it in forever because of how long it is. It's the same thing with Gundam. There's very few Gundam series I rewatch because of how long they are. Especially the original one, Mobile Suit Gundam. Jeez. That one's stupid long. So it's like, it takes forever. I don't know. I have gotten the urge that recently, part of me kind of wants to see if I can find it somewhere on YouTube and just start rewatching it. Because I have been watching... Since I've been playing Gundam, I've been wanting to watch the anime again. I ain't gonna lie. Even though I did watch it when I was younger, I bet you some of it won't be as intriguing to me unless it's Gundam Wing. Because that was a later series, so the animations in it were really crazy. But I heard there's a new one called Boruto. It's like Naruto's kid. It is. Naruto is now the Hokage. Spoiler alert, but I mean, it's in the very beginning of the episode.
I had to take a minute off my headphones, or my ears will hurt.
Okay, you're fine, bro.
That's
yeah,
what I hate about this headset. Everything else is brilliant. It's just hurt my ears.
At Ardnot, the Biotitans are huge. Okay, well then maybe those might be able to help. Depends on how huge we're talking. But back to including Dragon Ball GT. It's a good show. I don't care what you guys say. I was never a GT fan, but I mean, hey, what if you like it, you like it. So, Batman vs. Really, James?
Yeah.
I mean, okay. There's a lot of stipulation that goes in that before we head out. Oh, wait, hold on. Average Farseer said, okay, I'm gonna head out. My internet is bugging out. Alright, Farseer. Thanks for joining the chat. We're fixing to end it anyways, but I'll read a couple more comments before we start getting ready to wrap up. And I'm also going to talk about James's little verses he just did. Okay, I'm going to head out. She says my internet is bugging out. Alright, Farseer. Bye. Alright, at Ardnar, Boruto is a brat. I was really pissed off how he cheated in the test while Naruto trained his arse off. Really? They let him cheat? Well, I'm not letting my kid watch that anime, that's for sure. I don't know, that kind of shows you the difference between original anime and nowadays anime, no offense. But I want to say first off on the Boruto thing, I really don't like the series. I've seen a little bit of it. No. It's just not for me. I'm not going to hate on it, but it's just not for me. There's people playing online. Oh, there is? I might re-download it and check it out if I have enough space. Prime. I'll have to see what I'm working with. Huh? Oh, yeah. And back to James's thing. So, Seeley elaborated. Batman be like, I'm Batman. I don't think it's good either. Yeah, it's not. I don't really think it is either, Boruto, but... Alright, now for James's question. Batman versus Godzilla. There's some huge stipulations here. Okay, so... Normally, absolutely not. Godzilla's... I mean, it's Batman. He's the size of a human. The biggest vehicle he's got is the Batjet. All Godzilla's got to get is a lucky tail swing. Or shoot him. So, but... Here's the other stipulation. Can you maybe help me with online? Like I said, I'll have to see, Prime. Maybe. I'll have to see. I don't know. I don't want to promise you something I can't hold up, bro. Because I'll have to see how much space I have left on my hard drive. And if I can afford to delete something I'm not playing right now. If I can, then yes, I will re-download it and help you with online. But I'll have to see what I've got. Because I am working on a really tight system right now. Because of how things have been. But, oh, you mean like in a share play? Maybe. I'll have to see. I think me and James might be getting in a party. I'm gonna invite you too. But I think we might be trying to play some multiplayer games, like maybe Smite or Gundam, if Gundam don't want to cooperate. So, but back to James's. Let me finish James's thing real quick, because I do want to say that there is a way, baffling enough, for Batman to win. There's only one way. By putting Batman in Mechagodzilla. Because at this point now you get Batman Godzilla or something like that. I don't know. But so you have the intelligence of Bruce Wayne, who is basically a super genius at combat and at reading his opponent, and he's also one of the best detectives in the world. Driving a giant mech Godzilla. So, Batzilla. There we go. Batzilla. You get Batzilla. So at that point, if Batman was allowed to have his own Mechagodzilla, then yes, Batman is probably going to beat him. And it's only because, once again, it's the same reason why Batman wins all his battles. He's stupid intelligent. He's like one of the smartest people I have ever seen in a comic book series. Even... Okay, don't get me wrong, I still prefer Tony Stark, but in general intelligence, not robotics or science or stuff like that, in general intelligence, how to read people, how to do this instinctually, even combat-wise to a certain extent, because he's better at martial arts than I think Tony is, if you ask me, you're talking about a man who is just... Basically, if it wasn't for that you knew he wasn't a super soldier, he's just a badass, you would think he's a super soldier. But he's not. He doesn't have super strength. He's just really intelligent, creates cool technology that he uses to fight bad guys in different ways. He's even gone toe-to-toe with Superman. Goes to show you why I say if all he needs is the right equipment, he can win. It's Batman. It's literally what Seeley said, essentially. I'm Batman. Who would win, Pacific Rim Mech or Godzilla? Godzilla. Don't get me started, Prime. You misunderestimate how powerful Jaegers are. They're tall, but Godzilla's still bigger, but not by a lot, to be honest, in this case. But no, Godzilla would utterly destroy a Pacific Rim Mech, because the Pacific Rim Mech barely fight the kaiju they fight. And those kaiju don't fire huge atomic beams. They look like Kamehamehas. and also have the tail that could knock you on your butt inside of a Jaeger very easily. All he'd have to do is just knock him over, put his foot on him, point his head down, and fire at the head. Bye-bye, Jaeger pilots. And remember, Godzilla is sentient. He isn't just like some kaiju who's working off instinct, bashing around dum-dum. Godzilla has intelligence and is an intelligent creature. He is going to quickly realize the weaknesses of the Jaeger and completely exploit them. Batman's superpower is being rich. It kinda is, but that's not really. Being rich is a sub-superpower. That's his secondary superpower. Batman's superpower is his brain. Because you take away his technology, Bruce Wayne is still Bruce Wayne. As long as it's not really OP in compared to him if he doesn't have his technology. I will say that's the same thing with Tony Stark. Tony Stark's superpower is he's rich. Because he can afford to build robot super suits. But to battle people with. Replace those mechs with Titans. I still, once again, I don't know. I think Godzilla would still win. The new Godzilla is really broken compared to the Japanese one. The Japanese one was weaker, actually. If you go back and look at the Japanese movies compared to nowadays Godzilla, he's nowhere near his size. He's also has a harder time with certain monsters. Because I ain't gonna lie, once Godzilla had enough energy and was re-energized in a certain scene in the movie, he did kind of tear Ghidorah a new one. Like, the old Godzilla, even at full power and fighting him and winning, still had a hard time. This Godzilla's like, I'm yanking your head off, I'm blowing you up. I'm like, bruh. Like, he made him, he savaged him. To be honest, SpongeBob can just turn into a hammer and smash Godzilla into a puddle of scales. That would be hilarious. Also, SpongeBob is a cartoon, so he defies the laws of physics. I didn't know, but wait a minute. How would that work, though? Does SpongeBob just absorb the ocean to increase his size? He is a sponge, I guess. I guess he could. He does live in the ocean. If he wanted, and he can take shapes. That has been proven. If he absorbed all the ocean, maybe. Oh yeah, he does know magic too, I forget that. But I think the magic is also a part of what he is, and that's what makes him able to do the things he can do, because he is a sponge. Sponges are spongy. They're very malleable.
Bit of a not.
What?
Sponges are spongy.
Yep, exactly. That's my new quote. Spongies are spongy. But yeah, plus the magic he knows. But yeah, he, maybe actually. I never even actually thought about how OP he is. You may have just created... Is that why there's so many SpongeBob memes? Have I just stumbled on why there's so many... I love SpongeBob memes, but I've never understood them. Now I kind of might understand why there's SpongeBob memes. It's like, when you're badass enough to do probably the things people don't think he can do, which, now that thinking about what you just said, I'm like, wow, you're right. He could do that. Who is he? What is he? Other than a sponge. I know the super weapon to kill Godzilla, plastic straws. That was a good one. That was a good one. Technically plastic in general, but I get what you mean. Plastic straws do not degrade as much, even more, but plastic in general, I get it. The super weapon to kill Godzilla is plastic, because you pollute the water, because there's so much plastic in the water. Those people are polluting the water. That's a good one. That's a good reference and a awareness raiser and a good joke. That was all in one. That was good. Or a Space Marine covered. Oh. That was Family Guy's meme before it was Space Marine meme. A Space Marine covered in lube. That was a Family Guy. Unless that was a meme before Family Guy, but even then I don't think it was a Warhammer meme. But that greased up dude from Family Guy, yeah. That was technically...
That guy.
Yeah. That guy, yeah. That's why... That was technically their meme before, I think, 40K. And I think it was probably a meme even before Family Guy had it, so it was probably something original. Could they, like, put a lot of trash in a rocket ship and then put the plastic out into space? That would be worse, to be honest, because then it would create what would be called a trash field around our planet. That's actually not true, Sealy. That's not why. Well, I mean, that's part of the why. The too much money part, and also con! The too much money part? Exactly. Too heavy? That ain't a thing. Although, even if it wasn't too much money, that's not really an apt strategy. The best thing we can do with our trash is to literally melt it back down. Because melting it back down, you can use it as minerals and other things, and recycle it for using it as certain metals or something. It's done in certain countries and in certain states in the United States. But for some reason, this isn't the common way of dealing with it. Even though it's the most efficient, it doesn't pollute the atmosphere because you're not burning it, you're melting it. There's a difference. You're literally kind of doing like the Terminator did with himself in the Terminator 2 movie. You're putting it in lava, hot liquid magma. So it's getting we already got a trash field. I don't think it's not that big, to be honest, Raven, and we don't have that big a one, to be honest. Be careful some of that stuff you hear, because some of that isn't accurate. Because if we had one that big and that bad already, there would already be pictures and images of it from the space stations that we have in orbit. A trash field is a true... Oh, you cheat broken... Oh... Never mind, I take back what I said. I know what you're saying now. LOL. Now you got a point. Now you got a point. I think it's getting smaller. Wait, what's getting smaller?
Plastic Island.
Plastic Island wants to know your location. Oh god. But no, that wouldn't work either. It's like I said, it would be easier to... It is getting better, I will say. There are getting to be more and more places starting to do these kind of things. There's even places figuring out how to use trash to use for energy. There's all kinds of stuff happening. As long as we get away, get down, they're in the trees. As long as we find a way to get away from the natural, or not, I say natural, like natural gases that pollute the atmosphere, oils, stuff like that, or just tossing it in the ocean, LOL. I had to say it like that because it's a sad thing when you hear it, and I don't want to sadden everybody's day. But if... Did you know if you let balloons out into the air, it will deflate and end up in the water usually? That's true. No one really thinks about that. More than likely, because there's more water on the planet, and that balloon's going to have that air in it for quite a while, unless it meets something earlier that gets caught in it, like a tree or something. But if it makes it high enough into where it can stand the pressure in the atmosphere, it'll just float until it runs out of air. And usually you are right. Statistically, it is usually above water. Which, once again, more plastic. And latex in that case. I think. Yo, Bartholomew! Welcome! Welcome, bro!
8.
I'm gonna have to get off here in a second. We are getting... It is... I kept going. Y'all know how I am. Let's talk for at least 3 more minutes. I know I'm trying... I'll just have to hope she doesn't get mad at me. Arna, have you seen pictures of the Great Pacific Trash Island? I have. It's sad. I have. I've seen it, Sealy. It's sad. Y'all saving the world, huh? We're trying. No, that's next Sunday. Next Sunday is us trying to save the world, and this is just us talking about going green, and some people do it, some people don't. Even though it should technically be a generalization because it's work. People do. James, nah, we did. People do underestimate. Right, I know you do. But I guess most people underestimate it. But technically, the real talk is next Sunday. Because I do like to do some awareness stuff every now and then, Bartholomew. I don't do it a lot. Right now, tonight's just shooting the breeze. We were talking about Godzilla vs. Gundams earlier. Before you got here. And other stuff. All kinds of stuff. Kim's solution, aka I use simplest with tons of pollution. No, that's the thing, Raven. I don't think we're gonna go in that. I don't think we're gonna go in that route because, like I said, other than the big boy companies, which don't count anymore, in my opinion, because there's so many new companies out there. No offense. At one point in our history as a country, where I live, and you live, Raven, at one point in our history, it would have been bad if those companies went out of business. It wouldn't be today. Today there's enough companies that could pick up the slack, but because these big companies exist still, they can't. They're not allowed to. They're just shot down by the big money companies. If they were to go out of business, instantaneously everything, I'm serious, is a heart attack too. People think it would actually be harder. It wouldn't be. There's a lot more out there technology-wise than we take for granted. It's just the problem is none of it's promoted in the mainstream because it doesn't make big money. Because it's infinite energy. Infinite energy doesn't Infinite energy doesn't earn big corps big money, which is sadly what our country is sadly about, at least right now. But I don't want to get too much into this. This is more for next Sunday, but we'll talk about that too as well if y'all want. But just it kind of fits into everything. Fits into the same initial thing. Iron Man versus Batman. Batman technically probably wins in the end on that. I love Tony to death, but I don't think he's smart enough to beat the Bat. Also for that question right there that James posted. But no, that's not true either. And see, that's something I want to promote and try to help you guys with. That's something I want to try to get you guys. This planet is turning into the Spaceballs homeworld. Okay, that one I like. That's a good joke. Bartholomew's is at least a good joke. That's more positive but funny, but also could happen, sadly. Could happen. Trying to prevent it. It's always possible. But I want to try to say this is why I want to raise awareness and positivity. Because don't think about that like that, Seeley. Don't listen. I'm going to give you the best advice I can give. Hashtag trash tag. Exactly. I want to give you the best advice I can give in general to anybody. Don't watch the news. I don't care what country you live in. Don't watch the news. The news is all it is a bunch of hype train. It's like think of it like a business. It's almost like someone hyping their business. Now some of it's real. Don't get me wrong, but some of it's hearsay. It's not confirmed. We're talking about the stuff that they talk about like that. Stuff like, oh, people are like this. When it has to do with general population or how we behave as people, never listen to what people judge or say. Because it's a lot better than most people think. There are certain pockets. In the world that do still have a lot of bad in it. And I mean a lot of bad. I technically live in one of them. I wish I didn't. But I technically do. Because there are certain states in the country I live in way more busted, that's the best way I can put it, than others. There are some that are really awesome too, though. There are some that are really forward-thinking, are making changes, making strides towards that difference. So everyone else will eventually catch on. And then some of them are bigger states. Some of them. Not all of them, but some of them. Let me go back. I hope we get in contact with aliens and then they can disintegrate all the trash in the ocean and the land. Well, if we can, to be honest, I mean, one day, maybe, who knows? I mean, the galaxy's big enough for it to be possible. But the only way that's ever going to happen, Namek, is if we change as people first. Because they're not going to do it if we're not going to learn our lesson. They would never help us if we're just going to do it again. If like, oh yeah, we disintegrate all the trash in the ocean just so we can re-pollute the ocean again and have another 1,000 years of pollution or more. So it's like, the only way I would want that to happen, but at the same time it would also kind of show we're not capable of fixing our own problems. But it depends. If it's in a dire strait and we can fix who we are as a people and not treat our planet so badly, then yeah, I would love to meet some aliens. I would love them to meet us. But right now, I hate to say it, but right now, it is getting better. A majority consensus now is that if a kind alien showed it was kind, it would probably be, could make contact. Could. This is a possibility, not an actuality, one we don't even know if they exist. I'll always believe aliens exist, because in statistics alone, in science alone, just with how big the galaxy is, and then the universe on top of that, you're not going to sit here and tell me we are the only sentient species in the entire universe. That would literally be the most saddest turn of events in all of existence, as if we were the only species in existence. That would mean we were in a galaxy or a universe that's like what's called a progenitor universe, meaning we would be like the, what are they? Wouldn't it be the Satan in Raven Guard for 40k? Basically a progenitor species. This would mean if we're the literal only ones here, we're meant to create at some point, hopefully, a ton of different species and bring them into the world. But I doubt that's the case. That's usually, even in science alone, I don't think that's the case. I think with science just proving it alone, it's going to be the fact that we do have such a large universe, a large galaxy, that even if they've been here or not, some people believe they have, some people believe they haven't. I believe the latter. I do believe they have. Or I do believe the first one. I do believe they have. The influence they had, that's a little different with me. I have a little bit of different view on that. If they did come here, I kind of see it as, if it's a real life thing, if we're basing this not on a movie but real life, the closest thing I can give you real life wise, unless it's a bad alien species, but here's the thing, logically you got to ask yourself, if it was a bad alien species, they wouldn't have a prime directive. I'm going to use Star Trek as an example for this. They wouldn't have a prime directive. They wouldn't have rules to go against enslaving a primitive culture on another world. We would have already been taken hostage. So my money's on, maybe we got lucky. Maybe our part of the galaxy does have good species in it that just haven't really been talking to each other. Now maybe we are this is just a long shot. Maybe we're Star Trek. I'm not saying we are, but maybe we're Star Trek. Maybe the aliens we're going to meet one day are Vulcans. Maybe the first contact for us is actually Vulcans, and somehow we predicted the future, but it's different. A Twix! What did I? Sealy, you asked if our galaxy isn't a void at the center of a universe. No, the Milky Way is a part of a supercluster called Laniakea. A Twix. Yeah! What is bigger than a Milky Way? A Twix. That is awesome. Thank you for that, by the way, Bartholomew. Aliens probably looking at us like, goodbye. Exactly. But that means they have a prime directive. They're looking at us like, no, they're not far enough along without us for us to make direct contact. Now keep in mind, if you've ever seen a Star Trek episode where this is happening with Starfleet, it doesn't mean they haven't visited our planet. It doesn't mean they haven't actually walked around on our world. It's just more than likely, if they have the technology for it, if they even can do that, they probably looked like us. Because just like in Star Trek, if they're an advanced society, they're going to have cosmetic surgery skills or hologram technology that can make them look like something else. So that way they don't raise alarm, they can observe us, see what kind of people we are we ready to make direct contact? The Vulcans in Star Trek did this for years, and humans did not know this. Like, I mean years. We're talking about they started, the Vulcans in Star Trek, in the Star Trek series, started watching Earth around, I think, the 1930s, and then went from there on, watching them develop over the years, waiting to see if they ever could become advanced enough to make contact with. So in a way, it could be like that. We got nothing to offer except maybe shares in Facebook and but I did. It's sad. It's funny, but it's funny but true and sad, because yes, we do not have anything. And Victoria Beckham's fifth autobiography. Oh, Bartholomew, you're killing me, bro. You're killing me, bro. You really got. You're really doing it. You're really on fire right now, bro. You're really killing me right now. Or yeah, and then Sealy. No, we can offer them memes. You do realize they can just take the memes, right? They see the memes every day. If they're watching us like the Vulcan and monitoring our signals and stuff to see what kind of people we are, our radio signals, our internet signals, they're already seeing what we see. Which shows you why they don't make contact yet. No, I was kidding. Could you imagine? They're just looking at the internet. Oh, Namyak. Namyak says, good night, guys. Alright, Namyak. You have a good one. This is a good sign that I need to stop because I'm losing the track again.
Yeah, definitely need to stop.
Yeah. I can't help it. It's been a good one. Or no, you miss me. They're not focused on meeting us. No, I mean they are. Or maybe we might the orcs. Oh, if we have the orcs, we're just as screwed as having xenomorphs in our galaxy. That would be level 10 hazard of holy crap, why? Why did we have to get this? No. I don't think that's going to be the thing. Like I said, if it was that case, no offense, I think we would have noticed it by now. I think if we had encountered a hostile species that was spacefaring, that came to visit our world and observed us, I'll just say this is the final, I'm pretty sure they would have attacked us, either obliterated us, taken us all as hostages, made us food, perhaps. Who knows? It's kind of like, because my theory on whether they exist or not, if they do, is basically purely in statistics, and also a little bit of mixture of Stephen Hawking and a little bit of others. I don't like all of Stephen Hawking's views he had, may he rest in peace, that he had of aliens, because he was a little bit negative on it. He just assumes all aliens are bad, or assumed all aliens are bad. But he also comes from a time that back then there was a huge belief also going around that power corrupts ultimately, which still is a saying and still is somewhat a thing now. I mean, it's still in big corps and stuff. You can clearly see it there. But he had a big view of that in his philosophy, so it does kind of pollute it a little. But I'm going to start wrapping it up. Hey, look, it's our friendly neighborhood dislike. Irony. But what if we meet chaos? That's just as bad. Technically that would be bad, because that would mean, in that case, and we're not going to talk about this. This is something I don't touch, because this is something that's personal for everybody, and I believe this is something that everybody should always find on their own. So That would mean biblical stories would be true. If chaos is true, that means demons are true. Which means, yeah, no. That would be horrible. No. That would be instant death for humanity. That would be instant death. Chaos is the instant end. Anything from 40K is bad. Anything from 40K. The aliens are definitely out there busy procrastinating just like the rest of us. Exactly. Not really. Probably not. They're probably zooming around studying pulsars and nebulas and doing all the fun stuff while we sit here and like, what was it? What was your joke? Watch Victoria Beckham audio, or listen to Victoria Beckham audio biographies. I had to, I'm sorry. She's not a bad person, but it's just people are people. I don't judge unless you do something horrible to someone else. I never judge a person. I'm not that kind of person, because if I did that, then the aliens would never visit me. No, I'm just kidding. I wish they would. I'm one of those crazy dudes, by the way. I'm not gonna say I'm not that crazy. I'm not gonna go to Area 51 or anything like that. But I am one of those dudes. Oh, thank you for the subscribe. Haxer420. Nice. That was a good name. Nice, bro. Welcome to the stream. But I'm not crazy, but I will say I am one of those dudes, whether you like it or not, that I wish I could talk to aliens. Kind, awesome, friendly aliens who just want to meet us, know who we are, stuff like that. That is one of my biggest dreams. I probably won't live to see that ever, but who knows? Maybe, this is a big statement, maybe me being a YouTuber for long enough will inspire the world, become positive enough that they will make contact. Who knows? If they do exist, and they are watching us. So, who knows? Be the first YouTuber to talk to aliens. And I think that's where we're going to end it, because that's a perfect way to end it. It's like, hey, you want to be on the stream? Oh, man. Great. It's great. I'd do it, too. I don't care. I don't care how dumb that sounds. I'd interview an alien on the stream. I'd have fun with it, too. Oh, it'd be great. But alright, everybody, I'm going to end it here. Alright, now, have you heard of the electric universe, also known as the plasma cosmology? Check it out. I'll check it out, yeah. I actually haven't heard that one. Actually, well, I've heard plasma cosmology before, but I don't know what it is. Some things I know, some things I don't. So there's still certain things I'd like to know. I'll check it out. I like to check out all the theories and stuff that are out there, because even mine's a theory, no matter what I say, or whatever. So... but I like to check them all out. I definitely want to see that. Yeah. So it's called the Electric Universe, or also known as Plasma Cosmology. Okay. Slaanesh will take over this planet. I think that would have also happened if we were already going to have that. But yes, it almost happened. It almost happened in the 80s. Slaanesh was definitely around in the 80s. LOL. You get my joke on that. If you know the 80s and how it was, you'll get what that means if you're also a 40K fan at the same time. You would have had fun in the 80s. To be honest, I wouldn't mind that happening. But, oh god, Warlock's like, I wouldn't mind Slaanesh taking over. And you want to be in the 80s. No, I'm just kidding. That's all the 80s was, is what you're talking about right there. But anyways, everybody, I'm going to wrap it up here. We just hit the 2-hour mark. It's gone on longer than I thought it would. So we're going to end it here, everyone. I hope you all have had an awesome one. Thanks for all the toes up buttons, everybody. Thank you again. Yeet. Yeah, and James says yeet. Shout out to James Army West 9 and his channel. And also thank him for joining tonight's vlog. It was really awesome. It's been fun. We've been having some fun. Yeah, it was fun. But Raven Guard says, see ya, so does Sealy. Yeah, I should have ended it earlier, but I get when I start talking, I talk. But Sealy says, see ya. Everyone says good day. See ya. Good day. See ya. Alright, Sealy, Raven, Warlock, Bartholomew. Oh, yeah, a lot of people joined tonight. Solid, James. Well, James is in the party, but James, Prime, Namyak, I'm missing somebody. I know I am.
Ravenguard, Farseer.
I said Farseer, I think. Farseer, just in case. Pretty sure I did. No, it's someone that I don't normally see. Oh, yeah. Or not normally see, but not always normally see because he has to do his own. He does his own channel, too. Shadow Scar. My bro, Kevin. Shout out to him and also his channel, Shadow Scar. He's a cool dude, too. He's not really doing much right now, and his hard drive just messed up, so he might not be on for a little while. So, but do check out his channel, though, because when he does get the stream, he's a cool dude. He's a nice dude. He's just trying to have fun with some games like we all are as Let's Players and streamers. So, and, so yeah, check him out. My brain's not working. I'm like, bleh? Bleh brain, bleh. Oh, and Bacon. Also want to say thank you to Bacon who joined tonight, and also for him joining the stream earlier and being a part of World of Warships. It was awesome. We had a really awesome time. We owned a lot of people. We did technically lose a couple of matches, but it's funny because the three of us together now, when we die on a team, unless that team is decent, they do tend to lose. And I'm like, are we that strong of a platoon? Possibly. I don't know. It felt like it today. So, and Be Solid. Also, shout out to Be Solid and thank him for joining as well tonight. I hope you have all had an awesome one coming to the vlog. This has been a good one. This was a good, easy-going vlog tonight for next weekend. But classy ending. Eldar. Take care, Arnott. Stay awesome. Be cool. Don't mess with aliens or straws. And good night. I'll always mess with aliens. And I have to drink through a straw, so... And also, good night, Bartholomew. I wish I had seen that comment. That was a good one. I hope he sees that ending. But, bye, Arnott. Bye, James. Farseer says. This was a Raven night, wasn't it?
Farseer.
It was. But bye, everybody. Bye. Bye, Bartholomew. Bye, everybody. See you next time. Bye. I'm pressing the wrong button. I thought I was on PC. Bye, everybody.